honestly, I hate that we even have to have a conversation like this. Hi, my loves, Drew, my lady girlfriend runaway, where we have culture, conversation, and community. And y'all, I'm coming to y'all today with some quick commentary about this very, very tragic incident that happened with SHANQUELLA Robinson. Now, if you don't know who she is, she was a 25-year-old girl from North Carolina, I believe. She went on vacation to Cabo, Mexico, where she went on a, with her friends, or so-called friends, alleged friends. And within 24 hours, she was pronounced dead. Originally, they said that she had died from alcohol poisoning. The parents found her body, or received her body from Mexico and got the autopsy, where they said that the cause of death was a fracture or a break in her spinal cord and trauma to the neck. So how can alcohol poisoning, how can you go from alcohol poisoning to now you have 2 injuries involving your neck and your spine? Now, granted, you can be drunk and you fall and cause, damage to your body and to your person, but you can also be involved in a very violent fight with someone and get those injuries as well. There are some images and videos circulating about what happened in the hotel room in the villa between SHANQUELLA and this girl Dejanay, which I am not gonna even attempt to play it. I don't suggest you watch it. I really didn't want to watch it either, but just going on Twitter and people just post whatever. People have no type of couth or discretion, when it comes to people's privacy, people, especially deceased people, but that's a whole nother story. There's a video circulating around on Twitter where we see SHANQUELLA and Dejanay into a fight. I can't even call it a fight because SHANQUELLA wasn't fighting back. And the one guy who went on the trip with him, I don't know his name, not trying to learn it, not unless it's dealing with accessory to murder. He was in the background saying like, Quella, are you even gonna fight back? You know what I mean? Or just fight back a little bit. And the girl who was fighting her was fighting with a lot of aggression, a lot of rage. SHANQUELLA, who was naked at the time, really just seemed out of it to me. Just intuitively, she seemed like maybe she was intoxicated, inebriated, whatever the case may be. And she did not even fight back, so much so she didn't even try to block or cover herself. To me, she seemed like she was out of her mind, or maybe the girl wasn't a fighter. I think there's a couple of things at play here, and I don't want this video to go off on a tangent. First, I want to just hit a disclaimer. I know that it's yin yang yang, fun and games, which I love the fun and games and things of this nature. There's a lot of things that happen, especially involving the Black community and our culture, that I just don't comment on YouTube. Reason being is because I have to censor myself when it, with certain things with YouTube, right? You get what I mean? And I understand it. I understand, the platform where I'm at. And if I can't speak on something fully and completely in the way that I want to, I opt not to. But this SHANQUELLA Robinson situation just really rubbed me the wrong way, because there are so many, there is a breakdown between Black women and Black women. The sisterhood is broken. And I want us to get to a place where we can start having the conversations about the brokenness within the woman-to-woman relationships in the Black community, okay? There is no sense of community and sisterhood when it comes to Black women. Not in the way that it should be. Not in the way that it could be. Not in the way that it needs to be. And I don't want y'all to take this video as me bashing and thrashing, because that's not what I'm here to do. I want to start the dialogue. I want to start the conversation, and maybe change a mind about the way that we treat other Black women as Black women, okay? I know that it's easy to jump on this bandwagon of being disrespected and, oh, she ain't gonna try me, you ain't gonna try my body, and all of the things that we like to say and proclaim. But if you know that the world is against us in a lot of ways, we, by self-preservation, need to understand that we need to protect one another. How is it that we're supposed to be on vacation, okay? Which I'm glad that we're vacationing, we're, you know, stepping outside of our comfort zone, we're stepping outside of our boundaries, we're making these memories with our friends, and we get into this fight. Now, I saw this fight, I wish I had not, I don't suggest that you do. The amount of intensity that she was fighting this girl lets me know that it was jealousy, whether it was something from back home or whether it's something that happened on a trip, because we all know we go on vacation, people don't know how to vacation, people don't know how to control themselves off the Casamigos or the Casabricos. You know how it goes. You know what I mean? And I really urge you all to think about the relationships that you have with each other. You know what I mean? With your sister friends, with your cousin friends, with the girl that work at the office and she act like this. You get what I'm saying? It's really time to start having these conversations about how we're treating each other, because this man sat up here with the phone and said, you ain't even gonna fight back. No, are you gonna interrupt? Are you gonna intervene and say, hold on, this is not right, this is too much? And apparently he went on and said that she was eventually jumped. Why are y'all jumping this girl? She's not even swinging back on a 1-to-1. And to you bitches that got all this jealousy and rage in your heart, girl, I'm praying for you. And I will continue to do so. And I suggest other women who understand where this envy and jealousy comes from, because it's just all an insecurity, and I don't want to go onto, you know, this whole thing, but it's a system of oppression that we are living under, y'all. Okay, this is by design, a lot of this shit. So, you know, when you have, oh, I don't like her and she thinks she cute and she thinks she the shit and I'm gonna have to, you know, all of these things are distractions to keep us from unifying, right? So, ladies, okay, let me back up some. If you are involved in a friendship where you feel like it's weird vibes, believe yourself. Believe those instincts. Don't chill with her because she know where the link's at, where, you know, she know how to, you know what I mean, ride the wave, find a wave, catch a wave, whatever. No, don't subject yourself to that type of exposure in a potentially a violent situation, right? If it's not really worth it. These girls be plotting and planning, and this is a clear, unfortunate example of just that. I think that it's time that we evaluate what we admire in the Black community. We all know that we love a good fight, we love a good tussle, we love to watch it, we perpetuate these type of negative behaviors. Oh, she can't fight, oh, it's this and it's that. But meanwhile, it's a whole system that we need to fight. And the girls who are out here doing it, the girls that get it, period, somehow elevate these girls who perpetuate the violence against one another, against their baby father, or whatever the case may be. And this video is simply about what we need to do to change as a community, y'all. Something's gotta give. How are you in a beautiful exotic location and you that angry and you that mad that you fighting and tussling and jumping on a girl who's not even defending herself? What type of evil spirited, malicious things, okay, is it given at this point? Why are you mad on vacation? First and foremost. And I really just want to warn young girls about how serious jealousy and hate can truly be. You can really find yourself in a very fucked up situation behind a jealous hoe. You can, trust, I'm talking from experience. You can find yourself hurt behind a just jealous, real bad, okay? And you have to understand that first. Know who the players are. If you're in a friendship with a girl who you feel like, I don't know, she kind of get weird, don't travel with her. Don't go out of town with her, and especially don't be around no men with her, because if she feel like she's jealous of you or you don't really know her intentions, you don't know what she's telling them, you don't know what she's setting up, you don't know what the play about to be on your ass. You get what I'm saying? So stay tight, stay up. Don't involve yourself with anybody who you feel a little bit can go, if the shit can go left. Okay? It's a hell no. It's a absolutely not. All right? And I just want us to lean into our intuition, lean into our discretion. And it's okay, because everybody's not for everything. And it's some friends that you can have, you know, on home base, you know, at Hit the Mall or whatever the case, even just on social media. But not everybody got to be in close proximity to you. And especially when you're traveling out of the country, especially when you're traveling out of state, especially when you're traveling to a party where there's drinks involved, or, you know, there's those wine and spirits and whatever the case, because people will set you up and people will hurt you, harm you, women and men alike. And to the parents of this girl, Jesus, oh man, I just really, my heart goes to them, her family, her siblings, if she had any. Y'all, let's just really be mindful of the things that we're saying out, the things that we condone, the things that we praise, because they all continue to perpetuate itself in this lifetime. I don't know, I just feel a way about the way that this happened to this girl who just wanted to go out and experience something, because it could have been anybody. 25, you know, that 25 is when you're like, yeah, girl, I'm ready to experience themselves. She just starting her life, right? And everybody is like, oh yes, this ugly, that ugly, beat Dejanay. I'm not about to sit up here and call this girl ugly and drag her through the mud, because that's too divisive anyway. Okay, it's a divisive girl. Y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm saying. I'm about to edit this video all crazy, but we got to do better as a community. Truly, we have to do better. And I just made this message. Hopefully, you know, it's a wake-up call to someone, to spare someone else's life, because unfortunately this young lady is no longer here. Okay, I want to know what you all think about this situation, about the circumstances. I know that I've heard horror stories about this type of crimes and violence that Black women have committed to other Black women, young, old, same age, or somewhere in between. And just for yourself sakes, for your children's sakes, for your daughters, your future daughters and granddaughters, be mindful of who you are as a woman. Yes, baby. Be mindful of who you allow in your space, and think about the woman that you will want your daughter to be around in your absence, right? Girl, let me pop up out of here because these kids are gonna get started with me. As always, I'm sending y'all much love and much light, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.